Hi everyone, greetings from East Los Angeles. I wanted to show you my beautiful view, but my webcam is not the greatest quality. So if you want to see the actual view, y'all can hang out with me sometime because I'm very blessed with this view. Anywho, I want to give a quick PSA about Venus retrograde. One of the things you should keep in mind during Venus retrograde is don't try new beauty routines. Yep, I have been growing out my hair to wax my legs. I love waxing my legs, but I'm saving my money. I don't want to spend, so I looked online and looked for those videos on make your own sugar wax. So I thought, oh, it's all natural, I'll do it. But you're basically making like candy caramel. So after it hardened on the stove, put it in the microwave for like 20 seconds and scorched my finger. I got a boo boo. Kiss it, make it better. You can't really see it. If you watch the Virgo and the Capricorn readings, then you will see my gross, um, my, my deformed finger. But yeah, there's no way I can shuffle for you guys, so I'm gonna have to do the rest of these readings a little differently. I will make it up to you, but yeah, so let's go through the usual stuff. These are general readings. It will not apply to everyone. I'm doing, yes, air signs and water signs, so it would be really helpful of you to timestamp for me because I've been typing with one finger. I really don't want to type with this blistery second degree burn on my finger. So please help me out with the timestamps. Of course, I want you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If I do decide to shuffle with these clarifiers, use that as an opportunity to tune in to everyone, to me, and to all of this community. And let's raise this vibration. Let's send positive, loving vibes to each other. Um, you are the Morgan Greer Tarot in a Tin contest is still available. You can check the description box below. And I opened up a Patreon account, so you'll get more stuff that way. If you would like a personal reading, check out my Etsy page. And soon I will be doing 2019 readings, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, now that that is done, let's go to Gemini. Gemini, you also don't get to see these beautiful cards because my webcam isn't as great. So for Gemini, I pulled these cards, by the way, I was going to do this Venus retrograde reading like a month ago. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, life got in the way. Didn't happen. But I didn't look at them, so I'm still, still keeping them for safekeeping. So I see the retrogrades as kind of a review. So this will be a review in our attractions, what we attract and what we are attracted to. So for Gemini, we have slow down, you move too fast. Gotta make the moments last. So she's sleeping. So you might want to rest. It says when you are excited, I know Geminis can get really like manic, like excitability, right? When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. So we have that with home upside down. So maybe some of you Geminis aren't feeling like, maybe your house isn't feeling like a home right now. Maybe the people who are living there aren't in alignment with you. Maybe it's in shambles. Maybe you need to clean your house. I think for Venus retrograde, it might be a good time to organize and to make all of your organization all pretty, just to sort out everything. And with Venus in Pluto, or I'm sorry, Venus in Scorpio, then you can really like get into the deep parts, my roommates are renovating the house. And so it's all about this transformation, right? So it's very like Venus and Pluto because we have to destroy things and then create, a new. It's looking really good, but there's a lot of destruction right now. So you might be going through home renovations. Let me know if that resonates with you. Also with Gemini, we have the Tower. I was just talking about destruction. Look what we have, the Tower. I don't make this stuff up. I did not like pull these cards. like intentionally. That's crazy. So the Tower is about your home being destroyed, sometimes by natural disaster. So I'm sorry if any of you are experiencing any like hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, anything like that. But the trope of the Tower is what was built on something wasn't built on firm foundations, and so now's your chance to rebuild. I never see it that way. I feel like even if you were to build on the strongest foundations, you can't control acts of God. You can't control just random things coming into your life and blowing things apart. I can control my finger getting burnt. I can't control my home getting renovated. So sometimes, but the Tower is a blessing in disguise because it is an opportunity to rebuild. It is an opportunity to restructure and to make things better. Even if they were built on solid foundations, you can always make things better. And sometimes you outgrow your home, right? You could be dealing with a Scorpio because that's kind of a Pluto energy, but you can also be dealing with Marley. Sorry. You can also be dealing with an Aquarius because it's Uranus energy.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Going live, so unpredictable. Okay, for your cards. Okay, thank you. Okay, for your tarot cards. The Emperor. The Emperor is an Aries, but this is also the Divine Masculine. So the Divine Masculine is someone who is confident and self-assured and directed and focused and commands, right? He is in control. He has his mojo. He has, there's one dog that's down here and one dog that's sniffing. Get over here. Sorry. So the Divine Masculine is someone who protects, he provides, he looks out for those he loves. He is the master of his empire, right? So you have to like make sure your home is secure, make sure your home is in check. But it's being in control. And again, you could be dealing with an Aries. So that's in your past. So you are used to being in control, used to being in command, used to being the boss. I know a few Geminis who are bossy, just saying. Good leadership, right? That's a better word. Good leaders. We have the Hanged Man reverse. So you could be dealing with a Pisces. But the Hanged Man reverse, the Hanged Man is about seeing things from a different perspective. This is your present position. So seeing things from a different perspective, I am going to clarify this because the Hanged Man can mean many different things. But sometimes it can be like being a martyr. Sometimes it can be like being in limbo. Like maybe your world just got shattered, your world just got blown apart, and now it's like, what do I do from right now? You know, what do I do from here? So it's waiting. In your future position, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. So the Seven of Cups is a card about dreams and imagination and lots of options. Sometimes it can be playing the field. But it can also be sort of a confusing energy, not knowing which direction to take. Whenever it's reversed, it's like you've narrowed down your options and you have like researched all the possibilities. Let me get some clarification on the Hanged Man. I'm gonna like hold my finger up like a pinky drinking tea. Oh, I'm disabled. Okay. Can I get some clarification on this Hanged Man, please? This Hanged Man for Gemini and all those who love Gemini. One more. You have the Chariot reversed. You could be dealing with Cancer. You have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So this is about investments not coming to fruition. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. So that's about, and it's upright. So that's about long-term plans. It's about commitments, your values for the long haul. So we have the Emperor here. So this talks about being in control, right? He's the king at the castle. And then we have the Chariot coming in. He's upside down. The Chariot is a card about driving different energies. So it's a card about control too. These are two control cards. But the Chariot is, it usually shows a white horse and a black horse going in two different directions. So you have to be like the boss and in control and rein these two different energies into the direction that you want, right? Whenever it's reversed, it's like those energies are going crazy. They're going all over the place. And so you feel out of control. So in the past, you felt like you were in control, but now you feel out of control. And I really wish this webcam wasn't as blurry as it is, because this is a really cute chariot. It's fairies. It's a fairy tarot, so he's driving bugs. The horses are little bugs, and it's very cute. Another day you will see the chariot, but it's a very cute card. Anywho, so I feel like perhaps right now it is a matter of being in limbo. It's a matter of feeling out of control, but the Hanged Man reminds us to see things from a different point of view, from a different perspective, because he's hanging upside down, right? So you may not be in control right now, but just don't try to shift your mindset in a way that you're okay with being out of control. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like it's kind of like you've planted seeds and you're like, well, when are they gonna bloom? Get here already. I've been doing all this work. But like God is working behind the scenes to match you, right? To match your effort. Or when you're like spirits, your angels, your spiritual team is working behind the scenes to match this effort. So maybe a little more patience and a little more trust that you don't have to do all the work, that you can release it to the higher forces, and that you will get this long-term stability that it's like your long-term goals, any long-term goals you have. Okay, Gemini, I like it. Let's get on to Cancer. Oh, no. Okay, Cancer. She's pretty too, but again, you can't really see these. So we have, from the Whispers of Love, we have back to what you love. Your situation is giving you an opportunity what you want. So especially with Venus in retrograde, the legend, if you will, of Venus retrograde is that exes return, or that you go back. Like I said, it is a review. Venus is what you're attracted to and what you're attracting, so that often deals with love. So during this review, you might have been going over a past relationship and thinking like, I want to go back to what I love. So, or someone could be returning into your life, and someone you love might be coming back to you. So let's see, let's press on. In your map of the Oracle, we have Balancing Act. She is upside down. So you might feel a little out of control right now. You might have things in your life where you just can't seem to, like, once you get something perfected, then another thing goes off the handle. I can definitely relate to that with this finger especially, right? So you might just be feeling out of balance. I also just heard that you're out of balance because you're not with your divine partner. And so you go back to what you love. I really hesitate on I hesitated on that message because I don't necessarily agree with the whole like you complete me energy, right? Like I'm lost without you. I understand it, but I don't always agree, because I feel like we should, like, no one is our missing piece. Like we're two wholes that come together, right? So you want to be a whole person, and I feel like right now you might not feel that wholeness within yourself. So just make sure that this said your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Reevaluate. We're in a review. We're in Venus retrograde, right? You're reevaluating yourself, what you want and what you need. So just make sure whenever you're going back to what you love that you have used this time as an opportunity to sort of make yourself whole and attract whole people to yourself, right? But I definitely get that energy. I mean, the last guy I was in love with was Cancer. I was like independent without him, and now that we're broken up, it's been a while. It's been a couple of years, and it still like seems not. It seems unnatural, like he's my partner. Um, but trying to move on. Hopefully, after this Venus retrograde, something will happen. Um, a close, good or bad. Anyway, so we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card about heartbreak. In this deck, we see an old granny, and she's poking needles in a voodoo doll. So there's a little bit of bitterness with this heartbreak. Usually it shows three swords in a heart. So it's just, it can mean third parties. And third parties do not have to mean like infidelity. It can mean like someone putting more time and attention into their work, someone putting more time and attention into their family than the relationship. So there's just some outside influence that is blocking the connection. Whenever this is reversed, though, this means that you're letting go of that. So I feel like you're letting go of any sort of bitterness. She does have a voodoo doll, so there might have been some resentment, like, you did this to me, why did you do this to me? La, la. But you're releasing that. Whenever the Three of Swords is reversed, I actually like it reversed because it's like healing those wounds, right? The swords are falling away, and you can be you again, right? So you're getting to a place of being you again. In your tarot cards, for the past, we have the Ten of Cups. So this might be someone that you were really happy with. I'm hearing for some of you, you didn't know how good it was until it was over. But the Ten of Cups is the happily ever after card. It is soulmate energy. It is happy family. I'm getting really blurry now that it's getting dark. Soulmate energy, companionship, happily ever after. So you had that in your past. You had a happy relationship, happy home life in your past. That's good. For your present, we have the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is a card about worries, fears, doubts, anxieties, sleepless nights. You might be having going through nightmares, or just a lot of stress, a lot of overthinking. Whenever I see this card, I do recommend, if you have the means and you feel called to go see a therapist, just to work out all, because swords energy is mental energy, so just to work out all that chatter in your head, it's going to serve you really well. I'm going to get some clarifiers on that Nine of Swords. Excuse me. But first, let's go to your future, which is Judgment. Awesome. Much like going back to what you love. Judgment can mean a reconciliation card too, giving things you thought were dead a second chance. And it can mean like kind of a rescue card. In this deck, it shows like, I get the sense it's like a migrant family sailing across the seas, and the horn is calling them into their port, right? I also always have to say, pay attention to music whenever you see this card, because music is going to give you a clue about what direction to go. And you might hear like songs that were an inside thing between you and your past person, or something like that, right? But Judgment is about surrendering to God, right? Like, if I had my way, I wouldn't be hung up on this Cancer. I would just like get over him like the rest of the guys, But God made this connection different, right? So it's about surrendering to that purpose and that calling. And this talks about the rapture, and so it usually shows Archangel Gabriel coming down, blowing his horn, and saying, okay, do you want to stay in this Nine of Swords energy? Do you want to stay in this worry, fear, doubt, anxiety, this shithole? Do you want to stay down with the devil? Do you want to stay down with human suffering? Or do you want to go to happiness and fulfillment and the ultimate emotional abundance, right? It's your choice. Judgment is a choice. You are making a judgment. But it's about answering that calling whenever God asks you to rise to that occasion. Actually, I was gonna like move this light to show my face again, but I actually kind of like it with like these cards and just me in the dark. So, I forgot that with daylight savings time it gets darker now. So it's your call to surrender to what this is, like rising above what this is. Um, you can choose to take this opportunity or not. But let's get some clarifiers on the Nine of Swords. For Cancer and all those who love Cancer, could you clarify the Nine of Swords? What are they worrying about? We have the Queen of Acorns or the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Ooh. Whenever she's reversed, she's kind of a gossip, like bad reputation, party girl, right? Puts her foot in her mouth, kind of attention seeking, right? That could be your person, that could be you. We have the Chariot reverse. That's you. Chariot is Cancer. So it is reversed. We talked about the balancing act, right? And it being upside down. So maybe you don't feel quite in alignment with yourself. There goes my dog again. No. Hey. But the Chariot is about taking control of the reins. He is steering a chariot that's being driven by all these little bugs. I wish you could see the card better because it is a cute card. But whenever it's reversed, it's feeling out of control. So we also have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Gemini just got this card. I promise, guys, it did shuffle. They got the card about planting seeds to harvest, and whenever it's reversed, you might be second guessing, like, was this just a waste of time? Like, what am I even doing? So those are what you're going through. Maybe having some regrets on where you, like, why did I waste my time? Because I did talk about a third party in this card. But why did I waste my time, this third party or this other energy, when I had the good, right? Like, I took that for granted and I planted my seed. Because it is kind of crazy to talk the balancing act. So this can talk about all of these 10 of Cups, right? Happiness and joy and abundance, because he has gone through plenty of time. He has gone through a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, right? She's done this whole Three of Swords, plenty of time, cheated on. She's been died on. Did they cut me off? Why are you stopping? Okay. She's not like fighting with her words. She trolled like the devils. We're talking about justice situation from things that were holding you back before. The devil is, whenever we have fears, that's the devil. The devil can't rise above and go to heaven. The devil has to stay on earth. So he uses these tactics like from this butthole. A person came into your life, maybe you were able to see a better way for yourself. Beautiful. I love that. I'm going to move on to Libra. Bear with me. Thank you for your patience with my. Okay. For Libra, remember, don't forget to timestamp for me. It would really help me out. Ooh, Libra. We have, well, she's riding on like a dolphin falcon thing about the Queen of Swords. I have some snarky Queen of Swords stuff, but I will keep the zip lip right now. We have dry desert reverse. Okay. And we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is the Knight of Wands is all about action, but it's not sustained action. It's not committed action. So as soon as I saw this, my snark kicked in, thinking, so, just sick of one night stands, sick of casual relationships, sick of flirting there, sick of something with someone. I'm getting real right now, and I hope this applies. But I am struggling a little with my sacral energy. It deals with creativity, but also deals with sexuality, because I feel like I used it up on the wrong people, and not really sure how to turn all of those trust again. So we have the Three of Cups here. Cups is in your past position. The Three of Cups is a girls just want to have fun card. This flash in the pan romance have experienced some third party energies. Now I have, amen. Friends getting in the way, I just heard. So that wasn't some conflict. The Five of Swords is a competition of ideas, so agreements. You can't please everyone, and so sometimes that manifests itself into a dog eat dog type of where people want to get the last word and they say really biting, and it can also be in your head conflicting thought that you can't reconcile, that you can't reach a compromise with. And then in the future, we have Seven of Wands. So this is a card about sticking up for yourself. I think as a result of, talked about in the Oracle, as a result of these flash in the pan, in and out relationships, it has the strength to your needs are and to like not compromise on those needs. So I just talked about compromise with the Five of Swords. Won't tolerate. It's like maybe you were too forgiving and just kind of in a see what first bad pleasantly plump woman riding a unicycle. Adorable. And then yes, the Emperor reverse. But it's not a matter of it's not a matter of necessarily anything you did. And whatever you did do, it was like that was just you at the time. Because we're talking about timing here, right? We're talking about the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about time to me. So there's no need to be overprotective, over-controlling, worrying about if future relationships turn out like past relationships, because you are not that same person anymore. And Ten of Wands, like you're almost at the finish line. You just had to Rocky wasn't a winner in the first movie. You had to take an L to make the victory sweeter. You know what I'm saying? But you could also be dealing. The Emperor card represents Aries, or you could be dealing with an abusive, controlling man. This is the divine masculine. Whenever it's reversed, it's toxic masculinity. So, toxic dudes. What can I say? Let me know if that resonates with you. Let me get some clarification on the Seven of Wands. For Libra and all those who love Libra. So we have the Queen of Wands upright. Again, you could be dealing with an Aries. You could also be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Leo. Guys. But this is like hostess with the mostest, party girl, popular, everyone loves her. So I think this gave you an ability to kind of, it's like an ego boost, but it's like you're finally seeing your power now. You're finally seeing your worth. But again, don't try to control things you can't control. Don't try to control timing. We also have the Tower reverse. Could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Scorpio, but the Tower is a card about natural disasters, sudden shock and surprise. whether that is, your house being decimated or the love of your life coming to propose to you. Whenever it's reversed, this is avoiding disaster, but it can also mean vulnerability. So while you are standing up for yourself, remember it's okay to be vulnerable in that process and still shine and still be this like rock star that you are, right? Last card to clarify that is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a card about truth. So it's like you know the truth of yourself and your situation now, and um, you don't. You can better stand up for your needs and your wants. I'm sorry, I got to take care of these dogs. Intermission. I'm not gonna click off, but I do have to take care of these stupid dogs. They're not stupid, they're good, but there's some. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, out of the way. Thank you, thank you. Okay. No, they're not stupid. They're actually very smart dogs, but they're wild. Okay. Now we are on to, who is this? Scorpio. Scorpio is your sign, and girl, you're so fine, and I would do anything if you let me hold you down like a rough and supposed to. Trying to show you the kind of is it David. Ooh, baby, baby, you could never go wrong if you let me hold you. Act as if your partner is here. Whether you are with someone, excuse me, whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you so you will always consider them. Can't really see the details on this card right now. I think they're just dancing. It looks kind of like Dirty Dancing, the movie, like Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey. So yeah, act as if your partner is here. Okay. And then we have movement reverse. So maybe you're stuck in the mud, lack of movement, afraid to move. I don't know. And then we have the Knight of Swords reverse. So the Knight of Swords, you see him, he's like trying to bust through the door. This is my little protester activist card. So this is someone who cares past someone, and the Knight of Swords is someone who's triggered, who's angry. Something, sets him off. But whenever he's upright, this is someone who charges through, busts in. He says a lot of mean stuff and kind of ruins his cause. He might have this great idea, this great cause, but he ruins it with snark and meanness and cruelty and a sharp tongue, right? The things he says that he can never take back. Whenever it's reversed, this is someone who is speaking their truth, and they're telling people this cause, but they're doing it from their heart space, and they're doing it. I always think of no, stop. Always think of that Cat Williams sketch where he says you can't go into a club and say fuck everyone in the club and expect people in the club to pat you on the back and love you. So you might be speaking up in some way, but I'm really proud of you for doing it in such a way that it's from the heart and it's not from a fuck you place. So let me try to piece this together. We have movement and act as if your partner is here. Some of you, I feel like, Nanak! Some of you, I feel like maybe wanting to move. Maybe your partner moved out, or maybe you want to move back in with them or something. Let me know if that resonates, or it's something about actual moving. Let's see what your tarot has to say. So we have the Chariot. The Chariot is, he's been coming up all the time. The Chariot is a card about being in control. This is your past. So you were in control. You were in the driver's seat. You were in command. You took charge. We see a guy who is steering two different horses in different directions. One is a white horse. One is a black horse. And he has to have, control within himself to steer these in the direction that he wants to go. A message I just got right now is the light and the dark, right? Scorpio, you guys are like the morbid, dark people of the zodiac. So I'm feeling like this was your ability to use your shadow side to your advantage and to have it like move you forward, but also recognizing your light side and like shining the light on the world too. Like, what a beautiful message. I love that. It's like ultimate transformation. Um, very Pluto, very Pluto. You could also be dealing with Cancer. But let's see what your other messages have to say. We have the Ace of Wands reversed. The Ace of Wands is a card about action. It's a card about drive. It's a card about sex. I'm not going to lie. It's very phallic. You can see it. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it's very phallic. But whenever it's reversed, this could be like impotence. This could be just like not in the mood. I'm going through it too, so I think a lot of us are. Maybe that's part of this Venus retrograde. But presently, yeah, there's no action. There might be even a patient of any desire to do that. In your future, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is a single lady, independent woman. She don't need no man. She bought her house. She bought her car. She bought her watch. She got good food, good wine. She don't need no man. Even if you are in a partnership, this is about having your own personhood. This is about being your own person, making sure your needs are met, and anyone who comes into your life is just a bonus to this great life that you've cultivated. So I like that in your future. I do want to get a clarifier on this Ace of Wands. So we talked about movement. Movement, act as if your partner is here. Someone watching you, girl or guy. But we have the Knave of Leaves or the Page of Swords. And we have the Knight of Hearts or the Knight of Cups. So someone, like, even though there might seem like no action is taking place, someone really has feelings for you. They might even feel like a little abandoned, a little neglected. Could also be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I saw that with the Knight of Swords too. But they feel like not heard, right? Maybe that's why they're not taking action. I actually want to shuffle. Get one more. We have the Seven of Bells, which has been recurring. The Seven of Bells is a card about investments. It's about planting. So I think what might seem like inaction, what might seem like inactivity, like there's a lot going on behind the scenes, Scorpio, that you can't see. It's like seeds are being planted, like little seeds are being planted. They're looking at you like, damn, like what an amazing person. They can stand on their own 2 feet. I actually want to get notification on that too. For Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio. For Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio. dog. It's gonna drive me crazy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So someone's going to tell you the truth soon with these little love seeds that are being planted. And you know how I said that, you know how the Oracle card says, act as if your partner is there? It's like, those are seeds too, right? Your manifestation is seeds too. I want to get some clarifiers on movement too. What does this movement mean? Movement for Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio. I think it's like it deals with that inactivity with the Ace of Wands too. We have the reversed, we have the Troll reversed, we have the Queen of Hearts, that could be you. You could also be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. My dogs. The Six of Wands and the Six of Cups. Some of you, Venus retrograde, legend has it that exes return during Venus retrograde. So keep it up, keep it up. This ex is someone who might not have noticed you in the past, but they're noticing you now. Whenever I clarified movement, we had the Two of Wands reversed, the Devil reversed, and the Queen of Cups. The Two of Wands is a card about planning. So you might like want to move, or it's not even like move houses. You might just want to move out of a state of mind that has you feeling trapped, or anything like that. I mean, definitely trapped, because we have the Troll or the Devil reversed right here. And this is about just that negative inner chatter that we have. The Devil is stuck on earth. He can't elevate, he can't ascend, so he whispers in our ear little stuff to keep us stuck. And, it's our doubts, it's our fears. And whenever we doubt and we fear, sometimes we cover it up with drugs, alcohol, sex, anything that we're addicted to, shopping, work too. You could also be dealing with Capricorn. But I think you might be in a process of telling the devil to go to hell where he came from. And you know how I was talking about how you used your Daniel, using your shadow side to drive this horse? It's like you are in control of this devil. Like, who better to be in control of their inner demons than Scorpio? I think you guys are the best at that, because you're willing to like get in the mud of things. So it's like you are getting a hold of some shadow energies, and as a result, not making any plans. Like, again, it's like it seems like things aren't, like, plans aren't being made, action isn't being taken, but it's like a very behind the scenes thing. I feel like a person is noticing you behind the scenes. But not just that, I feel like your spirit team, your angels, your spirit guides, God, even your demons, right? Even your little devils. I feel like they're helping you with this movement that you can't quite see yet. Let me know if that resonated with you, Scorpio. Time to move on to, who do we got? Aquarius. Thank you for joining, whoever. We got Aquarius and Pisces. Okay. Oh, sweet. I accidentally saw a card. Okay. Aquarius. We have New love. Ooh, Aquarius, new love. It says, embrace the new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to opportunities or spiritual growth. I like it. I like it. So they always say, like, during Venus retrograde, don't do, it's not a good time for new relationships because you're in a process of review, right? Hello, Niram. Because you're in a process of review. So just take it slow. If you do find new love during this time, I think it goes out of retrograde. It goes direct like in 10 days. So, that's when you'll be able to fully like sink your teeth into it. But yeah, whenever it's in retrograde, it's a review process. We also have Rescue upside down, reverse. So Rescue reversed is a card about like waiting on someone to swoop in, like sweep you off your feet, but actually meaning to be your own rescuer. And it can also talk about putting yourself in situations that are kind of like attention seeking, like damsel in distress type of situations, waiting for someone to sweep you off your feet. But the lesson, whenever it's reversed, is that you need to be that person that picks yourself up. We also have the Queen of Chalices. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. But in this particular deck, I see it as a forgiveness card because she's opening her arms. It's like this beautiful angel opening her arms down on his knees. And it looks like he's, asking for forgiveness. And she's like, yeah, of course, I'm sorry, I forgive you. Let's start over. Let's put this behind us. Let's move into a better space. So it might not be like, getting rescued from a tower or getting saved from like a train track you're tied to, but it might be just an apology, whether that's on your part or someone else's part. You might even have to, how I said you had to rescue yourself. You might even have to apologize to yourself and forgive yourself. The worst resentments we have are towards ourselves. The hardest people to forgive are ourselves because we are our hardest critic. So in your past, you have the Empress reversed. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus, but the Empress reversed upright, she is the divine feminine. She's very sexy, very fertile, abundant, creative. In this particular deck, kind of reminds me of Marie Antoinette and how back in the day marriage was a tool to form alliances with different countries. So Marie Antoinette, she was from Austria, and the guy she married was from France. So it was to form alliances between the two countries. And I always pick that up because of the shield, right? So the sort of like glory of the divine feminine is to bring people together. We're all about community, right? We're all about nurturing each other, fostering each other, connections, right? So that's kind of the Empress energy. She's also sexy mama. So whenever she's reversed, it's like you might have not felt as sexy as you have in the past. This is the past position, so it's something you're coming out of. But it can be, of can be, but the Empress is a very receptive energy, so she knows that the earth is abundant and that she doesn't need to overwork herself to create abundance for herself. Like she's just going to basically turn like poop into gold. I know that's not like an actual phrase, but it's the one I came up with right now. But whenever it's reversed, it's like she can't see, like she feels like she has to work extra harder to, um, you know, have that gold, right? Um, if I only ate salads and exercised every day, I would be skinny enough for guys to date me, right? But it's not about the Empress energy is about I want to say Astrolata did this video I watched the other day called How to Be Irresistible to Men or something. I think it was mistitled because it was more about our chakras and how they, like the masculine and the feminine energies, sort of bounce off each other. She explained it really well. But you might want to watch that whenever I get my fingers back. I will. I'll see if I can put that in the description box. Anywho, this is saying that you didn't feel as attractive and you weren't as receptive, right? So let's move on to the present. We have the 10 of Wands reversed. So this is a card about perseverance whenever it's upright. It's a card about reaching the finish line. Whenever it's reversed, this is like you might be feeling like throwing in the towel, like giving up. I'm going to clarify that, but it's a result of not feeling attractive, not feeling abundant, not feeling like a co-creator of your life. We have the 6 of Pentacles for your future, so you don't need to worry, Aquarius. Gosh, 6 of Pentacles is a card about reciprocity, equal give and take. Someone who finds you attractive just as much as you find them attractive. We love that, right? I wish, like, one of the bummer things about Earth is unreal love. I wish no one had to experience that. I have experienced it plenty of times, tired of experiencing it. But, if I had my way, like, no one would feel unloved. No one, like, everyone would be loved by those they love. Right? I want that for all of us. So, to clarify the 10 of Wands, we have the 5 of Cups and the Knave of Bells reversed. So, yeah, this is definitely like not feeling like you can offer much. The 5 of Cups or the 5 of Hearts is a card about regret. It's they call it crying over spilled milk, but it's really like mourning losses, mourning rejections, past hurts. In this card especially, we see a guy again with the apology. So presently apologies might be called for, like for real, again, on your part or someone else's part, but he's bending down on his knee and apologizing to her. We also have the Knave of Bells reversed. So this is like the Page of Pentacles reversed, and this is someone who is not offering anything of value, but I feel like you're still stuck in this energy of not being good enough, like the Empress, like not offering anything of value, but it's not the truth because you are beautiful, you are funny, only you can do what you do, right? Only Aquarius can be Aquarius, and you do offer things of value. So even if you don't want to get back with this person, even if this person comes in and says that they're sorry, and you do want to quit and you do want to throw in the towel, please, please, please do not take it as, like, don't get it in your head that you don't have anything to offer. Don't get it into your head that you are not the catch, because you are a catch. We also have it with the 5 of Swords. So you could have had arguments with this person, but a lot of conflict, a lot of disagreements. Spirit, could you clarify the 6 of Pentacles for Aquarius and all those who love Aquarius? Oh, you know what, guys? I forgot to pull angel cards and affirmators. Man. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. I will make it up to you. 6 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Hearts. So again, you could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. It's reversed, and you have the Two of Wands. The Queen of twice, so there is good indication that you are dealing with someone like this. But the Queen of Hearts, whenever she's reversed, she's like, she can kind of guilt trip, kind of a manipulative energy, right? Moody energy, your typical, like a a woman stereotype, right? Like she, you can tell something's not right, and you ask her, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. You're like, no, you're not fine. You're acting really. I can't read your mind. So I feel like you're dealing with that kind of person, and you just need to make a plan. Whether that plan is to stay with them or whether that plan is to leave them, throw in the towel, reach your destination in that relationship, right? That relationship has served its purpose. Either way, getting back with them or leaving, staying or going, your plan should be, are we mutually attracted to each other, right? Is there any doubt in my mind that I'm not like, that I don't rock their world, right? You should only be with people who yeah, he wants me, or yeah, she wants me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, last but not least, Pisces. Again, if you could help me out with timestamps, that would be awesome. Pisces, we have embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. We have this little girl riding on a unicorn. I feel like if anyone were to embrace their emotions, wouldn't it be Pisces? Wouldn't it? um, but yes, so embrace your emotions. For your Map of the Oracle, we have Sacred Pool reversed. I hardly ever pull this card, so I'm gonna have to read from the book, which is great because I can't see anything. We also have the Two of Wands. Clarify. Two of Wands in this particular deck, it's kind of like being in between two worlds. You have one foot out and then one foot out of the door and one foot in the door. Not making up y'all mind. I want to read this Sacred Pool because yeah, I don't get it often, so I'm not as familiar, and I want to give you a good message. 132. Sacred Pool says, the world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. Reversed, it says, it can be difficult to overcome denial when there is a reward for staying near. Denial, right? Being in two worlds, not quite being in either one. If you can't accept or love yourself, you remain trapped, wearing a false mask of victimhood. The benefit of embracing denial and the victim's mask is that you never have to take a real risk. Yeah, never have to take a real risk with one foot in two different worlds. Dimming your light serves no one. Turning away from the truth that is reflected in the stillness of the sacred pool keeps you in denial, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Such vain efforts lead to a tedious, boring existence. Take the risk and shine your beautiful light into the world. Look in the mirror and see the truth. Surrender the need to self-sabotage. Remember that you have a responsibility not just to yourself, but to the divine spark within you. Courage is not about absence of fear. Accept the discomfort of seeing with clear eyes, and you'll soon find that wondrous adventures are waiting for you. Step into your magical life. Take the leap of faith. So, I forgot what it said. It's something about illusion, seeing the truth. Pisces are really good about non-truth, right? And I say that with love, trust me. But sort of putting like a fairy tale on the truth. And so I encourage you during this time, maybe with Venus retrograde, it's giving you an opportunity to see things more realistically. So don't turn away from that. And I'm hearing for some of you, maybe like there's no third party or anything, but you might be feeling like you don't quite belong or fit into your current relationship. I don't know if that is, I don't think it's like a, I don't feel like it's like a warning to break up or anything. I feel like it's more like if you are feeling this way, if this is resonating with some Pisces, I feel like it's more, you need to really look at yourself and evaluate your needs and then ask that of your partner. But let's see what the cards have to say. In your past position, we have Temperance. So this is a card about balance. The like angel on your shoulder, little bit of this, a little bit of that, doing things in moderation, taking it easy, slow and steady wins the race. It can also be a card about baking, right? So making sure it's like an alchemy energy, making sure everything's lined up and trusting the process of, you know, putting a cake in the oven to bake. In your present position, we have the King of Cups reverse, so this could be you. You also be dealing with another Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. But the King of Cups reverse, this is someone who, you know, upright. He is very sweet teddy bear, very loving, caring man, really ultimate husband, if you ask me. Whenever he's reversed, this is someone who is who hides those feelings, who hides emotions, withholding, withdrawn. In your future position, we have the Eight of Swords reversed. So the Eight of Swords is a card about, sometimes it talks about, people call it Cupid's arrows, right? So it's fast, like text messages back and forth. Whenever it's reversed, this is no communication. This is no action. It can be a card about action. The wands are about action and activity. And so this is inactivity. Let's get some clarifiers for your present position, the King of Cups. Can you clarify the King of Cups for Pisces and all those who love Pisces? For Pisces and all those who love Pisces. 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 We have the Ten of Wands. A lot of people have been getting this card. We have the Nine of Wands. You are overburdened, child. You are overburdened. And we have the Seven of Swords. So, yeah, I feel like this is you withholding. I feel like you're withholding burdens that you're keeping inside. You're not sharing your emotions. You're not sharing your feelings. And I think it's not even necessarily that you're hiding these things from your partner. It's that you haven't faced the truth of your own feelings, of your own burdens, that you can share that with your partner. But trust me, okay, it goes from 10 of Wands to the 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands is perseverance. It's about being like at your last rope, at the end of the finish line. You have survived all these battles and you got one more like steam in you to, you know, give it that one last go. Whenever it, so we deprogress, basically, regress, I guess. We go from the 10 of Wands to the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is a card about carrying all these things on your back up a hill and being overburdened. And the lesson is if you would just drop one of those wands, you could lighten your load and go up the hill, and you would still have wands. You just don't need that many wands. So it's like sharing this sort of thing with your partner is not going to be as terrible as you might think it to be. There's no reason to be sneaky about it or to hide it from your partner, because once you release those burdens, once you share those burdens with your partner, then you don't have to carry all those burdens up the hill, right? Like it's like if you go grocery shopping and you have all these grocery bags, your partner can help you. Like, they can grab a couple bags and you can grab a couple bags, and you don't have to make all these trips back and forth to your car, right? So your partner's not going to explode. Your partner's not going to hate you. Your partner is going to appreciate that you have unburdened yourself. And that's what romantic partnerships are for, right? To share our burdens, to share our loads, right? It's not just sharing our good times, it's sharing our bad times too. So whatever challenges you might be going through, sharing them with your partner is going to help the relationship. That's a sign of a healthy relationship, and it's going to make you healthier in return. I want to get some clarifiers on this Eight of Wands too, but I have a feeling it's telling you to slow down and not do so much, again, because you are overburdened. We have the Hanged Man reversed. So that could talk about you not feeling like in alignment with yourself, not feeling like this balanced angelic energy, right? So the Hanged Man reverse. It can also talk about martyrdom. So if you're hanging on to these burdens thinking like, I'll just be the bigger partner, I'm not going to tell him, I'll sacrifice myself, then I really don't think that's the way to go, sis. Let's get another clarifier for the Eight of Wands. But yeah, I feel like taking it easy might be good. Two more cards. We have the Strength card. So yeah, you need strength throughout this. And we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups can talk about reunions. Three of Cups can talk about going out with friends. So maybe to unburden yourself, you need to have more light and fun in your life and sort of forget about these burdens. But I do want to show you the Strength card. You could also be dealing with a Leo. The Strength card is a little different in this deck because it shows a little fairy who is uprooting a tree. And so you can feel a little uprooted, right? Like, you don't quite feel like this balanced self that you usually are. So something in your development has changed, and that takes replanting, right? That takes sort of getting to know yourself again. So let me know if that resonated, Pisces. I want to pull some angel cards and some affirmators. Thank you for joining me, those of you who are. I want to pull some cards because I was going to do it for all the signs, but I forgot. So, angel card for Gemini and all those who love Gemini. We have Patience. Patience says, now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. For your affirmator, for Gemini, we have connection. I'm connected to the multitudes and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Sorry, it's really dark out here. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. God, those cards are corny. Okay, so for Libra and all those who love Libra, what is an angelic message for Libra and all those who love Libra? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We have Astara. Astara says, you deserve the best. That's damn right, damn right. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. Don't settle for less. Reach for the stars. Shoot for the sky. What does your affirmator say? For Libra and all those who love Libra. For Libra and all those who love Libra. We have playfulness. I like it. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. So for Aquarius and all those who love Aquarius, what is the angelic message for Aquarius and all those who love Aquarius? We have Serafina. Serafina says, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Let me know if that resonates. Very specific message for a few people. What is the affirmator for Aquarius and all those who love Aquarius? For Aquarius and all those who love Aquarius, we have manifestation. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You are holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there will be who know what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen. Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting, but don't use the word if you don't want to. I like how they added that. I was thinking of an Aquarius friend I have who is a little skeptical, but she uses, she asked readings from me for more like psychological stuff, right? To bring like unconscious things to her attention. Okay, for Cancer and all those who love Cancer, what is your angelic message? Okay. Aurora says, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. You had judgment too, so that's about elevating, that's about ascension. Just saying. What's your affirmator for Cancer and all those who love Cancer? Cancer and all those who love Cancer. Affirmator. Generosity. Generosity says, I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around, and that is the key, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. I'm corny this tonight. Okay, for Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio, what is the angelic message? Whoa! Okay. We have Crystal. Crystal says, have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. Love it. And for Scorpio's affirmator, Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio, for Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio. Woo! For Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio. We have personal growth. I've been seeing this one a lot. As I move toward greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away, like training wheels on a bike. You have the chariot wheels. Interesting. Like training wheels on a bike, they helped me get to where I am. But now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except when I'm making bike analogies. Hold up. Okay, for Pisces and all those who love Pisces, last but not least, Pisces and all those who love Pisces. I like this for you. Oh, I thought it was another card. They're all good cards. We have Maya. Maya says, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Girl, hey, hush. I want to read that again because my dog is a maniac and barking over your angel message. So Maya says, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So, you know how we talked about facing your burdens? I feel like you're learning about burdens and learning how to, relate in partnerships. Like ease the burden in partnerships. Okay, affirmator for Pisces. We have divine timing. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. it can take a long time to reach divine middle management. Okay, so I got everyone in. Let me know if that resonated. I love everyone very, very much, and I will see you next time. Bye.